All right, Math 7 Accelerated. This is going to be notes number 40, section 14.5, volumes of pyramids. The notes prior were on volume of prisms, and now we're going to look, like I said, at pyramids. Our goal for the end of the notes is to find the volume of a pyramid, literally the title. Okay, the volume or letter V, capital letter V, of a pyramid is 1/3 the product, hopefully you guys know by now, is going to be our multiplication dot, of the area of the base and the height of the pyramid. I guess I should put this too, multiplication, okay? You'll notice here that our formulas are going to be very similar to one another. The volume of a pyramid specifically is 1/3 times the area of the base. In this case, our base is a square here. And the height of the actual prism, or pyramid, excuse me, height of the pyramid. Notice how it's 1/3 of that, because if I were to take a box, like a prism, type of prism, a rectangular prism, and I put this pyramid into it, it would cover up 1/3 of that box. Hence the 1/3. And if we were in class, I'd be able to show that to you more specifically, but unfortunately I don't have that opportunity right now. So just know that this is the formula for the volume of a pyramid, okay, the general formula. So again, what's important to look at is our basis, and that's what we're going to notice for the volume of this specific pyramid. This specific pyramid has a very interesting base here. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides to this, so this is a hexagon. And what's kind of nice about these problems class is that most of them, if it's not a square or a triangle or a rectangle, they're going to give you the area of the base. Remember, big B is the area of the base. So literally all I have to do is write down my formula and input what I know. So in this case, the volume is going to be 1/3 the area of the base times the height. But hey, look, this is the area of the base right here. It's going to be 1/3 times 48, and the height of my pyramid is 9. So I'm just literally inputting everything that I know. This is the height. This is the area of the base. Okay? It's really important to be able to identify what we're given. If we don't know what we have, then it's kind of hard to obviously input it into our formula. So I'm just going to give you the answers here. 1/3 times 48 times 9 is going to be 144. But again, we're dealing with volumes. So if you remember our notes from last time, we have to make sure we have the right units. This is going to be millimeters cubed. Notice again, I put a cube because we have 3 dimensions this time. We have the area, which is 2 dimensions, times our height. That's 3 dimensions total. Class, just so you're aware, you are able to use a calculator. Obviously, you got computers, you got your phones, and hopefully you have a calculator at home, but you are able to just input that into the calculator and get this answer here. Okay? And that's pretty much it. So you have to know the formula, obviously, in order to do this correctly, so make sure you have these memorized. We're going to go ahead and take a look at example 2. And we're going to find the volume of this specific pyramid. Oh, I made a mistake right here. This is not a prism, this is a pyramid. So please fix that in your notes for me. Okay, this is a pyramid. So right here, I have a pyramid with a rectangular bottom. I'm going to label this just so you guys can see here. This is our base here. We have a rectangle, I guess that's kind of weird, a rectangle base. Okay, so this is going to be the length of that. I guess we'll say this is the length, the longer side. This is going to be the length. Oh, GTH, sorry for the error there. I'm trying to find my whiteout. Oh, here it is. Okay, not a big deal, but some of you are kind of like me and want to make sure we fix that. So we have here, excuse me, Length of the base. And this is going to be the width of the base. Okay, two different things to note there. And then the 7 feet, this is going to be our height. This is the height of the actual pyramid. Height of pyramid. Okay, obviously when you do this on your own, you don't need to go label everything. You can if you want, but I'm not requiring you to do that. So we're just going to input our formula here. Volume equals 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. So let's input the area of our base. The area of our base, because it's a rectangle, is going to be area equals length times width. So let's put that in. Our length is 4 and our width is 3. So 4 times 3. Okay, and our height is going to be 7 feet. Okay, so I'm literally just inputting what I know, what I'm given. I have the length and width of the base, which is a rectangle, and then the height of the pyramid. Okay, so I'm just going to simplify. I have 1/3 times 12 times 7. 1/3 times 12. Well, class, it's the same thing as doing 12 divided by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4, so it's going to be 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is going to be 28. And again, we're doing volume, so this is going to be 28 feet cubed. That is the volume of this pyramid. Again, that's a mistake here. This should say pyramid. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. We're going to look at part B of this example here. So I hope you can see that. Okay. So part B, same thing. We're going to take the volume formula, which is going to be 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. Okay, so this is kind of interesting because our base here is now a triangle. So I'm going to label that, and we have a triangle base. Okay, triangle base. The formula for that, the area, is base times height divided by 2, or 1/2 base times height, same thing. Okay, I'm going to start labeling just again because I know some of us are visual. We ought to make sure we understand what's going on here. This is going to be the base of our base. So this is base of our base, of the base, I'll say. Okay. This here, if you remember, this is going to be the height of our base. This is height of the base. Okay, so we got those two down. Now the 10 meters here, this is the height of the pyramid. Height of the pyramid. Okay. So I have everything I need. I'm just going to input it now into my formula. So 1/3 times the area of my base. So area of that is base times height. So I'm going to do 17.5 times 6. Okay, area of the base times the height divided by 2. Okay, and then my height is now, oops, sorry, wrong color. The height is going to be 10 meters. It's the height of my pyramid. So now that I have that, I can just start simplifying. I'm going to do what's inside the parentheses first. So volume equals 17.5 times 6, whatever that is, divided by 2. So I get 1.3. I guess I'll do that for you so you can see, because I know this is more complicated than others. But 17.5 times 6, I'm using my calculator. I know you can't see that, but times 6 is going to give us 105. Okay, 105 divided by 2 times 10. Okay. because I like to simplify as much as I can, and I know how to cross cancel, I see the 10 and the 2, and I know really this is 10 over 1. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. So I could do 1/3 times 105. That would cancel that, and so I'm just left with 5. Okay, it just makes it a lot easier. You don't have to know how to do that. I would just put this into a calculator. Okay, so I'm going to do 105 times 5 because I don't really want to deal with the fraction yet. 105 times 5 is going to be 525. And then I would just multiply by 1/3 or divide by 3. Same thing. And I'm going to get 175. Okay, that's for those of you that don't know what's going on there. I wanted to show you step by step how I did that. Okay, this I just put in the calculator. Meters cubed. And that is, class, the volume of this pyramid. Okay, now we're at the point where I'm going to have you guys practice this on your own. Again, I want you to either take a picture of all your notes and post it in the Google Slides, or just this portion here is fine. I'm okay with that because I really just want to see that you're practicing the notes here, or the concept of the notes. You could also just type it into Google Classroom, but again, I want to make sure that I have you set up correctly. So we're going to just write the formulas here, class. These are all pyramids. It's going to be 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. Same thing for this one. 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. Volume equals 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. So same thing for all of them. But notice how our bases here are different, so you need to keep that into account. What's kind of nice about this one, we do have a pentagon shape, but class, this is what you want here. They already give you the area of the base. Okay, that's already given. You don't have to do any extra work. Just put that into your formula. Okay, this one here, you have to find the area of the base. This is a rectangle. Okay, so it's a rectangle. And so that means the area is going to be length times width. Okay, you have to do that first and then multiply by the height. And then finally, last one here, this is a triangle. I have a triangle base. Okay, so the area is going to be base times height divided by 2, or 1/2 base times height. Okay, so I have you set up, class. I just hope that you can take that information now, input it into your formulas. All right, again, please let me know if you have any questions.